Well, no, I mean, like I started out as Scotty the Body, just a pretty boy chicken shit heel, and I loved doing that. And then Scotty Flamingo was a derivation of that, and so was Johnny Polo. But then it came time to. It was hard getting. It was hard to stay. I knew I wasn't going to get a high spot on the card as a chicken shit heel, so I needed to become, be like a tough guy like everybody else. And here's the thing is like, I never wanted to be a tough guy in this business because, I mean, I'm a tough guy in real life, but not in this business with guys like Steiners and stuff. That's like I'm way down on the tough meter. You know what I mean? Compared to guys like that, and so I thought I didn't think it was interesting, just being a tough guy. A guy who takes. Who gets beat, who you punch in the face and he sells it. I'm all about the selling, So I found a way to make make my character the toughest character, except he sold. He took a beating, but he kept coming. Because the guy who's tougher, the guy that takes the beating, the guy that gives the beating, or the guy that keeps getting up from it. The guy who keeps getting up.
Yeah, the guy. That's a great point, and I think. Somewhere where that very much comes into play, where we can see it's good to connect them, is your legendary hardcore match at WrestleMania with Big Show and Kane.
Right.
What went into that? How did that feel like? Did you know it was going to be as legendary as it turned out to be? What went into that match?
We just put it together. I mean, they had planned WWE had planned for me to get thrown through the glass window and they wanted me to wear my jacket, so I wouldn't get hurt. I'm like, I'm not doing that,
Okay.
And I was going to try and find a way to get my T-shirt ripped off before that, but I forget why I didn't. But and then the golf cart chase when I got run over. Originally, we were supposed to have the golf carts drive around the entire Astrodome. With Kane in one and Big Show choking me in the other one, but I started when Big Show starts choking me, I figured I have to drive a little screwy, and there was like a fence, and so I tried to bank off the fence, but the fence had too much give to it, and the golf cart went off the edge, and so that's why to make up for it, because I just blew the spot, where we're going to drive around the car, which is I would have loved to have done that. So I'm still pissed to this day that we still have regrets that we didn't get that right. But so I made sure I got run over to make it look convincing to make up for it. But the funny thing is when when the cart ran off the road, we almost cut the wire. We cut some of the wires, and we cut the main power wire. If we would have went like an eighth of an inch or a quarter inch further, into the thing, it would have cut off all the power to the show.
Oh shit!
Some crew guy told me that after the show. He said, "You almost canceled the whole show." I was like, "Really? What happened?" And he told me. Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yeah,
I got so much heat for that.
If you cut off the power to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I got so much heat.
Setting the bar so high with that match for just like the hardcore, because I feel like you were one of the prominent guy that stamped the belt, that made it solidified. Like, this is something that people should go for.
Absolutely.
What's one of your dream matches that you never had?
I don't know. I mean, now I like it. Looking back now, I'm apathetic. You know what I mean? I don't really care. But at the time, I don't know who I would have wanted to wrestle with. I mean, I would have loved to work with The Rock, or somebody like that, But
because I have a dream stable that I think that just would have been crazy.
What was that?
You, Sting, and The Undertaker.
That would have been crazy.
I just feel like at that time period of the mystery, but still the evil and like the dark things that y'all possess, even to the dressing, I think that really would have been something at that time, like the Attitude Era. Like, that'd have been a good version of the Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah, but it's too many. It's all chiefs, no Indians, though.
Okay.
Yeah, too many people in charge and not enough. You gotta have somebody that's the lackey, the flunky.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would go with that stable, but I would add Cactus Jack to it. That would be
that's one more guy that can talk and lead the show.
That's one more chief.
That's true.
At that point, that's like a evolution on hardcore steroids.
Yeah, that's true.
But just to cap the interview off with my last question that me and my partner Z both want to know, who is the 4 people that you would put on your hardcore Mount Rushmore?
Cactus, obviously.
Yeah.
Myself, definitely. Who else? Sandman. Dreamer.
That's a solid 4.
Yeah.
Solid 4. Let me ask you 2 more questions.
So he just said it's the last question. And
wait. I gotta ask you because you brought it up.
Fine.
Sandman, legendary rivalry with Sandman.
Yeah,
probably some of the best storyline
ever
that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
In wrestling.
Yeah.
I wanted to know of that. Do you have a favorite match or moment in that whole rivalry?
My favorite moment with that, well, not my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite, but the thing that popped in my head was I was in the ring, and I was waiting for Sandman to come down and do a run-in on me, and somebody had used a watermelon. Some fan had brought a watermelon, and somebody had used a watermelon earlier, and the watermelon juice was all over the ring, and now all over the floor. All over the floor. Sandman comes running out, hits the watermelon juice, drops to a half split, and slides straight into the ring post. Knocked himself out cold. And so I have to go, and now but we got to do the spot, so I got to go get him. So I got to go out on the floor and pick him up, throw him in the ring, and then I have to hook him and DDT myself, and hook him like he stopped me and DDT myself, because that's what he's supposed to leave me laying. And it was ridiculous, because he was half unconscious. He was unconscious at first, completely out cold, and then I got him into the ring, and he was half awake, and I'm like. And I just basically grabbed him and somehow pulled my head into his under his armpit, and then basically forced him and leg tripped him into taking DDTing me.
Insane.
Yeah.
Oh, last question, because this is one of those. Sometimes I ask stuff. Sometimes, because I'm a big wrestling fan, I'll see you on TV, and then I'm like, I have these questions, and I'm never gonna get to know them. But then we're in person, and I actually get to know them.
Right.
I gotta ask, your most hardcore moment to cap everything off. The one that you think in your mind, you're like, I was bugging out at this moment. I went crazy.
I had Sandman, when we had a barbed wire match, I had Sandman whipping me with the barbed wire.
Oh, man.
And I told him, I said, when you whip me with it, because I was a little nervous about going into the barbed wire match. Paulie knew I wanted to do it, but he also knew that I was nervous about it. So he made me, to win the belt back, I had to beat Sandman in a barbed wire match, I guess, or something like that. And so it's kind of like, you want to do something, but you need someone to push you into doing it, because if you don't have to do it, why are you going to do it?
Yeah.
And so I told Sandman, I said, listen, I go, if I'm on all fours, I want you to whip me with the barbed wire. If I don't move, then whip me some more. But if I crawl away, I'm like, fuck this, I don't want to get whipped with this anymore. So he hits me once, and I'm like, ah. I was like, that's not so fucking bad. And he's like, ah? And he just starts fucking whipping the crap out of me with it. But that's pretty hardcore, getting whipped with barbed wire.
Super. In a barbed wire match.
Yeah, in a barbed wire match.
It's next level.
Where they take the ropes down and put up barbed wire instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you knew that, they replace the ropes with barbed wire. So if you get thrown into the ropes, it's barbed.
And it's not the fake barbed wire they used later in WCW, but the real barbed wire.
Like no spikes pushed in or anything.
Nobody. We were way too lazy to push spikes in.